Now we are going to learn how to write a basic VHDL program. That is the basic VHDL program structure by taking half-adder as an example. The structure of VHDL program contains basic three parts: library declaration, entity declaration, and architecture body. Coming to library declaration, there are many built-in libraries and packages. The one of the built-in library in VHDL is IEEE, and this IEEE library contains different packages named Standard Logic 1164, Standard Logic Signed, Standard Logic Arithmetic, and we invoke these packages into the program by using a class use. So after writing this library IEEE, we write use class use IEEE dot standard logic 1164. That means in IEEE library, there is a package. In this package, there are some definitions. So we are going to use all these definitions in our program. So in library declaration, we have to write library IEEE and then use the package. That is use IEEE dot standard logic 1164 dot all definitions, or use IEEE standard logic arithmetic dot all. Like that, so many packages are there in a library, and the packages that we are using in our program we will be using with this use clause. And if you see one example library declaration, library IEEE, use IEEE dot standard logic 1164 dot all. So this package contains the definitions of a single bit and array bit or standard logic data, standard logic and standard logic vector. And if we see use IEEE dot standard logic arithmetic dot all, this arithmetic package contains definitions of functions and arithmetic operations, some conversions, etc. Now, the basic VHDL program contains library declaration, entity declaration, and architecture body. So we have seen library declaration. Now entity declaration. So in entity declaration, we mention what are the input ports and output ports. These are the input ports for half adder. A and B are the input ports of an half adder, and sum and carry are the output ports of half adder. Therefore, entity half adder we are going to write now. Entity, name of the entity is, so name of the entity we are considering as half adder. You can give any name. And what are the ports? Port A comma B are the input ports. They are of bit type data. Sum and carry are the output ports. They are also bit type data. End entity. That means end the name of the entity, that is half adder. Like this, we declare entity declaration. Now coming to the architecture body, the internal details of entity. That means we have mentioned here the input ports and output ports only in the entity, but the internal details, how sum is connected to AB or carry is connected to AB, these are mentioned in the architecture body. So the architecture body can be modeled in different styles. One is data flow style of modeling, second one structural style of modeling, third one behavioral style of modeling, fourth one mixed style of modeling. For data flow style, we need Boolean expressions of the digital system. Now here we are using half adder, and for half adder, what are the Boolean expressions we need? And for structural modeling, logic diagram of the half adder or any digital system. For behavioral modeling, truth table of the digital system is required, and mixed style of modeling, this VHDL supports flexible design methodologies. Therefore, we can have different all mix of all the above mentioned styles. Now let us see the half adder architecture. Architecture, name of the architecture we have to give. So half adder in data flow style I'm giving because I'm going to write Boolean expressions here. And architecture, name of the architecture of which entity? Half adder entity. So here in the previous slide, we have seen name of the entity is half adder. So that same name I am using here. Architecture, name of the architecture of this half adder is begin. Sum is the expression. sum is assigned with A XOR with B, and we get carry with A and with B. So therefore, these are the two Boolean expressions we write in the architecture body, and end name of the architecture, that is half adder in data flow style. So this is the way we write a library declaration, entity declaration, and architecture body. Keeping all these together, we can see a VHDL program for half adder using data flow style of modeling, that is library IEEE, use IEEE dot standard logic 1164 dot all, that is a library declaration, and entity half adder is ports A comma B in bit type data. Some carry are the output ports, they are also bit type data, and half adder. So this is library declaration, this is entity declaration. Now coming to the architecture body, architecture half adder in data flow style of half adder is begin sum is assigned with A XOR with B, and carry is A and with B, and half adder data flow style. So in this way, we write a simple VHDL program with these minimum three parts of a program. I hope you have followed my lecture, and you have learned to write a basic VHDL program from this video. And let me know if you have any doubts in the comments session. Thank you.